Yo, this is Loick Essien, and you're here checking out my interview with AmaruDon TV. Keep it locked. I just feel Stuttering is just another track that everybody can relate to. Everybody, I'm sure, has found themselves sometime in a position where they like someone so much, or they're so excited about what they want to say, they just find themselves stuttering. And I'm sure that's a feeling that everybody has. So I just feel like stuttering was just the great way to kind of, do you know what I mean, follow up with Love Drum, do you know what I mean?
Okay, now your album's called Identity.
Yeah.
So how would you describe your own musical identity?
How would I describe? I'd say it's very diverse. I feel like given more time, which obviously this is the start of the year, start of 2011. Given more time, I could show people that I'm definitely a diverse artist, and definitely not. I don't think I should be pigeonholed. I don't think I'm an artist that is supposed to be pigeonholed in just the urban category. I think I could do a lot of other stuff, and as a singer-songwriter, I just feel given more time I can elaborate and show that.
Okay. Could you reveal some of the producers and artists that are currently featured on Identity?
There's Naughty Boy that done, he actually produced the song that I sung on, I done it for like an SBTV acoustic version. I done that, so make sure you check it out. And Stargate, obviously with Stuttering, they've done like countless amount of songs. They've done Beyonce's Irreplaceable, Rihanna's Please Don't Stop the Music, Chris Brown's With You. So I just feel really proud to be a part of their catalogue and be able to work with them. The Underdogs, they've done like Listen for Beyonce and like the whole of the Dreamgirls soundtrack and stuff like that. But they're like really like real legends kind of thing. Another guy called James Fauntleroy, he wrote Nowhere, the guy that wrote Nowhere for Chris Brown and Jordan Sparks. A lot to name. Labyrinth, how can I forget Labyrinth, the great Labyrinth, that was a crazy session. And yeah, I think there's still more. I'm just trying to finish off doing like the little finishing touches to the album at the moment. So it sounded really good, man. Any
features in terms of the artists?
Well, so far it's just been the Love Drum, obviously, that was put out. It was like a lot of remixes to that, which included Tinchy Strider, K Coke, Bashi, and I think, yeah, that was it. So at the moment on the album, I don't want to say what features I have just yet, as like there's a lot still in kind of progress, but I think there'll be some events on there, man, for people to say like, wow. So it'll be cool.
You've been signed for like roughly 2 years.
Yeah.
Is it difficult, you know, being a signed artist, waiting in the background, you know, in terms of creating the album, the amount of time it takes? Did you find any frustration in that process?
I think you can only allow yourself to get frustrated if you look at like other people's, like what other people are doing. And like someone told me like this great saying, yeah, if you keep watching someone else's car, you'll crash your own. So I just try to, you know, like keep my head in what I'm doing and my music, and do you know what I mean? Some people's come up are more gradual than others. So do you know what I mean? So I think that's how I look at it, and that's how I kind of keep my head on my shoulders.
Now tell me about the story about how you and Richard BlackWood met up back in the days and how you ended up being in this video.
Oh yeah. So Richard BlackWood, oh man, that brings back memories. So how I kind of got into that, I used to do like a lot of acting before music as an actor, and I went to Sylvia Young for a year. I studied at Sylvia Young for a year. I got a scholarship, and through like doing like I done a lot of work. I done like I was in the Bill, Doctors, a few of that stuff, and I think I got called for like a casting to play Richard BlackWood, of being him when he was young. And yeah, I went to the casting, and they said I was perfect for the job, and that's kind of like how it kind of fell into place. And then I went to the video, and then I met Richard, got on really well, and he asked me to come, I think for my birthday, he asked me to come along and host the MTV Select with him, and that was really fun as well. So that's how that kind of came about.
Now you're, like I say, you've been a model, an actor, you dance, you sing, so at what point did you know that it was going to be music that you was going to choose over all the others?
Oh, that's a hard question. I don't know, it's just, I think it was just something that came more natural, and I just feel like it was something that I don't know, kind of took over, not took over acting, but I was really into acting, but I just feel like it was such a natural thing. It was a natural progression. It kind of just happened. And I don't know when it happened, but I think it was just that time of when I left school, because I think I started building like my catalogue of tracks. That's obviously where, when I was doing, when I started to do a lot of the TV work, I was doing like a lot of music videos as well, so I'd meet a lot of directors, and through that I met the producer of Big Brothers, which was Skills, and then I met him, and then I started building up my catalogue of tracks and stuff like that, and then kind of before I know it, kind of landed myself in a situation of a publishing deal at like 15, and then so I was like a writer at 15, do you know what I mean? So just kind of homing in my craft. And then yeah, kind of got myself in a deal situation with Sony RCA. So now here I am. Fast forward, here I am.
Being that you're just 20, right?
Yeah.
How has life changed for you now that you're a recognisable figure?
How has life changed? It hasn't changed that much. And I feel, as real as this sounds, but how I kind of keep my head kind of together. And I think, you know, I mean, just to be able to stay humble, is just to know that there's always people that are better than you, and people that I kind of strive to be like, and people that I learn from every day, because you know what I mean, I know I definitely don't know everything. And yeah, and I just feel like, you know, like you could be here today, gone tomorrow kind of thing, so I'm just trying to, you know, kind of grab it while I still can, you know what I mean?
So outside of yourself, who do you reckon is going to have a big year in the music in 2011?
Oh man, I think there's a lot. I think Jessie J, I'm supporting her like 1000%. Because it's weird, because we was in LA on like our first writing trips, and we was in the same apartments together. I was playing each other some music and saying, oh, do you know what I mean, next year we're gonna smash it, tear it up together and whatever. So it's nice to see that, because she's been doing it for so long, do you know what I mean? It's nice to see her actually finally get the recognition that she deserves. So I'm happy for her, I'm rooting for her all the way. Labyrinth, I'm excited to see what he does this year. I think it's gonna be a big year for him. Myself, I'm trying to think who else is breaking through. I think that's it. That's like who my eyes are on for like 2011 to do some real powerful stuff. Is
it ever friendly competition between you guys? You know, because you're all in the same industry per se.
Yeah, I think it's and because we work together a lot, it's and how everything is at the moment, I think it's more of a supportive thing. Like everybody just wants each other to do well, because obviously everybody knows it's not as easy as it looks. Do you know what I mean? So it's just like giving each other support, and I think everybody is so great at what they do. You know, like the Jessies, the Labyrinths, the Devlins, and it's just like everybody's so well. It's just like you just kind of want everybody to do well, because they are like what represents real talent, and that's what everybody kind of wants to see, real talent kind of get to the top. So I think that's really cool.
Do you see yourself considering going back to acting in the near future?
Definitely, without a doubt, definitely. That's definitely something I wanna. That is definitely something I wanna do. Get back into acting.
Okay. Now tell me, in terms of, we're already on start. So do you think that if it's received in a positive way, that you're gonna have to come with tracks similar to it, or you know?
Again, I just feel it's that pigeonhole thing. I think definitely, I think if you can always, my vibe is on when I go into the studio, I always want to better what I did last. So I'm always going to make sure whatever I can do within my power, I'm going to make sure I better what I did before. So, and it's just a matter of growing, do you know what I mean? And the fans that I've got now, if they're still with me, they're gonna be able to grow with me, because I'm gonna grow as an artist, you know what I mean? So they're gonna see the growth, and I think, yeah, I'm just gonna always try to give them the best I can give them. So, yo, this is Loick Essien. Make sure, I want everybody to go out and get Stuttering on the 6th of February, featuring N-Dubz, the great N-Dubz, and yeah, it's out 6th of February on iTunes. So make sure you go and get your copy, and you can find out where I am on Twitter. /Loick Essien, LOICKESSIEN, and the same for Facebook. Become a fan, and you can find out all the events and whatever's happening with your boy Loick. So yeah, sign up and make sure you get signed up and find out what's going on.